Welcome back to Paper Highlighter, your go-to for reality TV's juiciest twists. Because when it comes to 90-day drama, the tea is always piping hot. First up, Loren Brovarnik drops a bombshell. After her third baby nearly cost her life, she reveals she's had a secret hysterectomy and opens up about the terrifying delivery that changed her family forever. Meanwhile, Chantel Everett is shaking the entire 90-day universe. From reality dates with men to a passionate kiss that left her questioning everything, Chantel is now opening up about her sexuality and may just be heading home to start a romance with the woman who's been there all along. Next, the internet can't stop buzzing about Elise Benson. Fans thought they had her all figured out. But the big reveal? She's 45. Yup, 45. And while she's stunning in bikinis and glowing like she's aging backwards, her throwback slang and AOL email might have given her away. And finally, Julia Trubkina is clashing once again with mother-in-law Betty. After revealing heartbreaking infertility struggles, Julia says she needs space, but Betty keeps inserting herself into every sensitive moment. Family boundaries? Out the window. And that's just the start. We're diving deeper into each one of these shockers. So hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you never miss a drop of this reality TV tea. Now let's get into it. Loren Brovarnik just dropped one of the most emotional bombshells in 90-day history. Her third baby nearly cost her life, and she's finally telling the world what really happened. Loren, who fans have followed from 90-Day Fiancé to Happily Ever After, opened up on the Between Us Moms podcast about her terrifying delivery, her unexpected hysterectomy, and the toll it's taken on her family. On the outside, Loren and Alexei Brovarnik have always seemed like one of the most stable couples in the entire 90-Day franchise. 3 kids, a beautiful marriage, and a love story fans have rooted for since day one. But behind that picture-perfect facade, Loren has been carrying a secret, one that she says nearly cost both her and her daughter their lives. In her recent podcast appearance, Loren revealed that after giving birth to her youngest, Ariel, she suffered a near-fatal complication. She explained that, "When I had Ari, she almost killed us. She started to rupture my uterus, and by the time they got the neonatologist, Ari was out of me 35 minutes later." Loren said the doctor told her point blank that if she had waited just 5 more minutes, she wouldn't be here to tell the story. The doctor said that she waited 5 more minutes and we would not be having this kind of conversation, she shared. The trauma of that night still lingers. She confessed that she hasn't fully processed it, how close she came to losing everything. In the aftermath, Loren made the heartbreaking decision to have a hysterectomy just 4.5 months ago. For someone who once dreamed of having 4 children, the reality of closing that chapter was devastating. She admitted that we were actually going to go for a 4th child, but I couldn't carry any more. But what struck fans the most wasn't just the medical trauma. It was the way Loren described her family rallying around her, especially her husband Alexei and their middle child Asher. Loren couldn't stop gushing about Alexei. She said, "Alex really is the best dad ever. I genuinely couldn't have asked for a better partner. As a husband, as a friend, as a dad, I'm so in love with him still." And little Asher apparently stepped up in the sweetest way during her recovery. Loren described how her 3-year-old stayed by her bedside, holding her hand for hours, asking if she needed water, food, or even just a kiss for her boo-boo. Fans have always loved Loren's honesty about postpartum struggles, from Tourette's flare-ups to body changes. But this revelation hit harder. It wasn't just relatable, it was life and death. The fact that she kept it private for months shows how raw and personal the trauma still feels. On Reddit, the conversation exploded almost instantly after the podcast dropped. One fan wrote, "I knew she had tough pregnancies, but I had no idea it was this severe. My respect for her just doubled." Another added, "People love to joke about the drama on 90 Day, but this is real life. Loren's story is heartbreaking and inspiring at the same time. And of course, speculation is already swirling. Some viewers wonder if this moment could shift Loren's storyline on the show, maybe pulling her away from family expansion drama and more towards healing, self-care, and redefining her role as a mom of three. And just when you think the revelations are over, hold on tight, because the next 90 Day star is rewriting her entire love story. Chantel Everett is making headlines again, this time with a jaw-dropping confession about her sexuality. Let's get into it. Fans met Chantel years ago in her explosive marriage to Pedro Jimeno, but on 90 Day Hunt for Love, she's revealing a completely new side, this time questioning her sexuality and opening up about a romance no one saw coming. From the very beginning, Chantel Everett has been one of the franchise's most unforgettable stars. Between the family meltdowns on The Family Chantel and her high-drama split from Pedro, she's delivered reality TV gold. But her storyline on 90 Day Hunt for Love is unlike anything we've seen from her before. It's not about Pedro, not about family feuds. It's about Chantel finally exploring who she is. This season, fans watched her go on lighthearted dates with men like Rob Warren and Rocky Russo, but those flirtations were only the surface. The real headline moment came during a group challenge at the resort when Chantel leaned in for a kiss with fellow castmate Jennifer Terrazona. What started as a silly contest quickly escalated into a passionate makeout session that had castmates and viewers wondering if something deeper was going on. Chantel admitted in a confessional that the kiss felt different, saying, "That was probably the most wild makeout I've ever had." She confessed to being nervous, feeling judged, but ultimately she couldn't deny that it sparked something inside her. But the real bombshell? Chantel revealed she'd already shared another kiss off camera with a close friend back home, Ashley Bowen. Ashley had confessed her feelings for Chantel before filming, and when they kissed, Chantel said it felt like her first kiss ever. That moment planted the seed, and as the season went on, it became clear that her heart wasn't with any of the men at the resort. It was still back home with Ashley. In the penultimate episode, Chantel finally picked up the phone and called Ashley, confessing that she's been testing out the dating pool on the show, but she couldn't stop thinking about her. She told Ashley point blank, "I feel like I just want to come home and spend time with you. Maybe we can grow our relationship." Ashley's response? She echoed Chantel's feelings, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. While the two haven't made anything official yet, Chantel declared that she's proud of her growth and ready to be publicly honest about her sexuality. At 34 years old, she's not only navigating love after divorce, but she's stepping into a new chapter that challenges everything fans thought they knew about her. On Reddit and Twitter, fans exploded with reactions. One viewer posted, "This is the most vulnerable Chantel has ever been. I feel like I'm seeing the real her for the first time." Another fan added, "Forget Pedro. This is Chantel's storyline now. I'm rooting for her and Ashley." The speculation is wild. Will Chantel officially bring Ashley to the tell-all? Could TLC be setting her up for her own spin-off that highlights her journey of self-discovery? Or will Ashley even want to step into the spotlight at all? Regardless of what's next, Chantel has cemented herself once again as one of the most compelling figures in the 90 Day franchise. Love her or hate her, you can't look away. Keep it locked because the shocks don't stop here. Our next star has everyone's jaws on the floor for a completely different reason. Elise Benson's real age is out. And let's just say, viewers are speechless. We're diving into the big reveal next. Fans thought they knew Elise from her fiery love triangles and flashy Instagram feed, but a bombshell revelation about her actual age has everyone in disbelief. If you've been following 90-Day Hunt for Love, Elise has been at the center of nearly every juicy twist. From messy flings with Rob Warren and Jennifer Tarazona to slipping behind Tiffany Franco's back with Carlo, Elise has earned her spot as one of the season's most talked about contestants. But the latest headline isn't about who she's kissing, it's about when she was born. That's right, Elise's age has become the hot topic after a Reddit thread went viral claiming a blogger dug up proof that Elise is not in her late 30s like many fans assumed, but actually 45. Some posts even stretched it to 46. And the reactions? Pure disbelief. For years, Elise's online persona has leaned youthful. Think bikini pics on Instagram, trendy captions, and plenty of flirtation with younger castmates. Many fans had her pegged as a millennial queen, maybe early 30s at most. But the new receipts had fans combing through her vocabulary and mannerisms for clues. One user wrote, "She literally told someone talk to the hand. That's peak Gen X energy." Another added, "She called Rob a bag of chips. Who even says that anymore?" Still, others defended her, pointing out that Elise looks incredible for her age. "If she's 45, then my skincare routine needs a total overhaul," joked one fan. Another chimed in, "She's aging backwards, Benjamin Button style." Adding fuel to the speculation, Elise reportedly still uses an AOL email account for collabs, which had younger fans clutching their pearls. "That was the giveaway," a commenter said. "Nobody under 40 is rocking AOL." But the drama doesn't stop at her age. Elise's love life continues to stir the pot. After a whirlwind romance with Carlo, who was initially tied up with Tiffany Franco, things appear to be heating up. Carlo recently posted a highlight reel of their relationship, showing trips to LA and Miami, plus a heartfelt clip of Elise meeting his mom. Fans are reading this as a sign the two might be heading towards something more serious, even as chatter about her age continues. So what does this mean for Elise's place in the franchise? Some viewers think the age reveal only adds to her mystique, making her even a bigger wild card in the 90-Day universe. Others say it undermines her authenticity, questioning what else she's hiding. And of course, the speculation is nonstop. Was Elise intentionally vague about her age to land younger storylines? Did TLC know all along and play into the shock value? Or is this just another case of fans blowing a detail out of proportion? Whatever the truth, Elise has everyone talking. And for reality TV, that's the ultimate win. Don't touch that dial, because just when you think the family drama couldn't get any messier, it absolutely does. Up next, Julia Trubkina is facing off with her mother-in-law Betty again, and this time, it's all about her infertility heartbreak. Let's unpack that explosive showdown. Julia Trubkina's storyline this season has been nothing short of emotional. After years of fans watching her try to adapt to American life with Brandon Gibbs, she dropped a heartbreaking confession. Her doctor in Russia told her she would likely never be able to have children. For someone who had quietly carried that weight, revealing it on camera was a massive step. But just when Julia thought she could finally share this pain with Brandon, things got complicated. Brandon, trying to process the news himself, ended up discussing Julia's infertility with his parents, particularly his mom Betty. And that's where the clash reignited. Julia explained during the August 17th episode that she hadn't even scheduled follow-up appointments yet because she was waiting for her parents to arrive in the U.S., but Betty, never one to stay in the background, called them during the drive to Washington, D.C., and started pressing about Julia's health and doctor's visits. For Julia, that was the last straw. She told Brandon, "Last time that I talked with your mom, we have a not good spot." Translation, Julia wants boundaries, and she wants them now. She even went so far as to book a hotel for herself and Brandon rather than stay on the family farm. That decision raised eyebrows, especially since this trip was supposed to be about welcoming her parents to America for the very first time after 3 long years apart.
Julia made it clear she wanted this reunion to be about them, not about Betty inserting herself into every detail of their lives. Fans watching the episode couldn't help but feel torn. On one hand, Julia's frustration is understandable. Infertility is an intensely private matter, and Betty's insistence on being involved feels invasive. On the other hand, some viewers sympathize with Betty, suggesting she's just a worried mom trying to stay informed. But as one fan bluntly wrote on Reddit, Betty doesn't know where her role ends and Brandon's marriage begins. The stakes here are bigger than just an awkward phone call. Julia and Brandon's relationship has always been tested by Betty's involvement, from living arrangements on the farm to controlling decisions about pets and future kids. But now, with Julia's infertility in the spotlight, the dynamic feels more fragile than ever. Some fans speculate that Julia's strong stance, literally checking herself and Brandon out of the farm environment, might be her way of preparing for life completely separate from Betty's influence. Others wonder if Brandon, who's often caught between his wife and his mom, will finally step up and take Julia's side fully. One tweet summed it up perfectly. Julia doesn't need pity, she needs privacy. Betty needs to back off. Another fan fired back, Betty raised Brandon. Of course she's involved. Julia married into that dynamic. What did she expect? No matter how you spin it, this isn't just another petty in-law fight. It's about autonomy, cultural expectations, and how much control parents should have over a couple's most personal struggles. And for viewers, it's reality TV gold. If you love this ride through the 90-day roller coaster, smash that like button, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and drop your hot takes in the comments below. We want to hear whose side you're on. And don't forget to follow us on socials for the tea between uploads. Tomorrow, we're diving into a bombshell that could shake the entire TLC universe. Trust me, you will not want to miss this one. This is Paper Highlighter, signing off. Stay fabulous, Fame Fam.